Well, hello and welcome again to our reading of Theocritus. We're reading Idyll 11 on the Cyclops, and we're up to line 67. And at this point, poor old Polyphemos, realising he's not getting anywhere with trying to tempt Galateia from her watery existence, he now blames his mother and complains because she's not standing up for him and doesn't seem to realise what terrible state that he's in. And then of course at the end we come back full circle to the main theme of the poem, that through this act of singing Polyphemus has found some relief for his lovesickness, and that's where the poem will end. And so we get this cycle that comes, this cyclical pattern that comes through the poem. So starting at line 67, Hamate adike memona kai memphomai autai, uden pe pocholos poti tin philon epen hupemu, kai taut ame hama horusame leptuonta. So my mother alone does me wrong, and kai memphomai auto, and I blame her. Now the uden and the holos together have the sense of absolutely nothing, and the paypock ever. So literally she says, she said, absolutely nothing ever to you in regard to me. So she didn't tell you all the things that I've been suffering. And Horusa, from Hora to see, looking at me day by day in respect of these things, me leptunonta, me becoming thinner and thinner. So she sees me growing thinner by the day. Faso tan kephalan kai tos podas amphoteros mu spuzden hos aniathe epe kagon aniomai. I will tell her that my head and my feet, both of them, spuzden, are throbbing or burning with fever, so that she might be vexed, or she might experience pain, kagon for kai egon, since I also, aniomai, I also am suffering pain, I also am vexed, I am in misery. And then she says, O kuklops, pa tas phrenas ek pepotasai. O Cyclops, where literally have you flown off to? This is from ek petanumi, and an internal accusative in respect of your thoughts. This again is quite a classical expression you'll see in Greek drama, so it's sort of fairly high-minded here. O Cyclops, where have you flown off to in your mind? So where have your wits flown to? Aiken enthon telaros teplekois kai thalon amasas tais anesi ferois takaka polumalon ekois non. And if, so she's now saying, if having come, so in other words, come away from where you're sitting singing and lamenting, so if having come, you might weave baskets, and amasas, having reaped thalon, this is the green shoots, you might carry them for the lambs. Taka'an, well, it could be perhaps, or it could be soon, known for noon here, for noose, and you would perhaps have a much better frame of mind for noon. Possibly it could be you will soon have, but possibly perhaps you would have a much better frame of mind. Milk the one who is present, tan parioisi emelge, titon fugon to diokes. Why do you flee the one who? So why do you pursue the one who is fleeing you? Again, a good reference to much earlier love poetry. This is a frequent trope here of fleeing and pursuing. Hereses Galatean isos kai kalion alan. You will find perhaps another Galateia even more beautiful. Polai sumpais den me korai ta nukta kelontai, kiklidzon ti de pasai, epe kautais hupakuso. So that was what his mother was saying, and now he comes back to himself. So he says that many maidens, sum paisdo, well, sort of sport with me, and they sport with me, and they call me in the night. They bid me during the night. Oh, sorry, no, this is an infinitive here. I missed that there. Sorry. So many maidens bid me. This is an infinitive. It's N for ain. To sport with them during the night. And all of them, kiklidzonti, this is word for giggle. It's probably onomatopoetic, I think, from the sound of it. Kiklidzonti, for giggle. All of them giggle when hupakuso autais, when I listen to them. So when I give answer to them. Delon hot en taga kegon tis phinamai amen. And it is clear, again we get hot for hoti, that I appear, so that on land, and that's the important thing here, that on the land as opposed to in the water where Galateia is. So it is clear that on land I appear to be, that's the infinitive from the verb to be, from ani, to be someone. So it's plain that on land I appear to be someone. And the final two lines to cap off the poem brings us back to the beginning, that by singing Polyphemos has eased his lovesickness. Huto toi Polyphemos epoimus enton erota musiasdon raion de diag e kluson edoken. For thus Polyphemos, now the toi is here indeed, or in fact, shepherded his love by musizdon, by practicing the things of the muses, so by singing, and diago, we have this verb early, right at the beginning of the poem. He spent his day more easily than if edoken, well, he gave, but probably he spent here, given cruson. So he spent his day more easily than if he had spent gold. And that is the end of Idyll 11.